Welcome. My name is Diana Baker. I'm the article writer and moderator for goodmentalhealth.info. My intention is to provide thought-provoking content on the subjects of mental wellness, intentional living, and resiliency by focusing on compassionate self-awareness and the profound enlightenment that often accompanies it. You will find information, support, and resources related to healing past trauma in order to experience a happier, healthier, and more effective life. I'm so glad you're here and that you're seeking what we provide, a growing community of smart, creative, outside-of-the-box thinkers, ready to manifest the lives they desire by learning how to overcome old limitations and express our own creative gifts. Today, our topic of conversation is what our bodies are telling us about our mental and emotional health. Many mental health practitioners shy away from discussing topics like spirituality when addressing the subject of mental illness or conversely, mental wellness. But if we're going to make some real progress in improving our mental and emotional states and thus our physical health, we might as well identify a few universal truths. First and foremost, every physical thing at its core is energy. The energy that makes up the physical world is malleable and responsive. We interact with it and channel it every day, whether or not we do so intentionally. To see what I mean, I highly recommend reading E Squared by Pam Grout. We channel this energy through our intention or thoughts. We can think of it this way: thoughts become things. Whatever gets the majority of our attention or focus will manifest fastest. Summed up, we might say, what we focus on increases. Therefore, our physical bodies are manifestations of our perpetual mental and emotional state. Disease or dis-ease in the physical body provides the roadmap for addressing the underlying mental and emotional causes of our distress. The physical body can't heal without healing the root emotional issues. Therefore, addressing the underlying cause of our distress is the key to healing our physical bodies. For a more thorough explanation, I highly recommend reading Louise Hay's book, Heal Your Life. In order to achieve both physical and mental wellness, we must understand that we are energetic beings manifested into physical form. The sooner we embrace this awareness, the sooner healing can occur. As medical intuitive Tina Zion explains in her book, atoms composed of their subatomic particles, electrons, protons, and neutrons, spin. The Earth spins on its axis while also spinning in orbit around the sun. Earth's weather flows from west to east, and in areas of intense energy generation, it spins into the formation of hurricanes and tornadoes. Stars spin in orbit around their respective galaxies, and even galaxies in all their enormity spin. On a cellular level, living things are made up of similar energy-generating parts, evidenced by the molecular spinning and vibrating that goes on within every cell and every living thing. The mitochondria, a particular organelle present inside each cell, is nicknamed the powerhouse of the cell because it generates the energy necessary for the cell to carry out the processes of life. On an organism level, human beings have energy centers in which energy circulates and flows. Eastern medicine has long recognized the 7 chakras as energetic hubs, evenly spaced throughout the human body, associated with controlling various physical, mental, and emotional processes. Within each of these 7 chakras, our energy is thought to spin in a clockwise motion. A generator is a machine or device used to convert mechanical energy, such as that provided by the combustion of fuel or by wind or water, into electricity. From the subatomic microscopic level to the intergalactic macroscopic level, every physical manifestation is itself an energy generator, spinning and creating the energy which is the invisible fabric of our universe. That means human beings are also energy generators. Our bodies convert mechanical and chemical energy into electricity. It is this electricity which allows our hearts to beat, our muscles to contract, and neurotransmitters to carry messages from our brains all the way to our toes. Our bodies generate energy to fuel the involuntary processes of life, like circulation and breathing. But we also generate energy to support the voluntary processes of life, like thinking and creating. By focusing our creative energy, human beings have accomplished some pretty amazing things. To access our physical, mental, and emotional healing, each of us must embrace our ability to direct and utilize this energetic force. The human brain is akin to a combination radio transmitter and receiver. Our brains transmit energy through our thoughts and emotions, and our brains receive like energy from the energetic fabric around us. By understanding that the human mind is the most advanced high-tech supercomputer that has ever been created, we can begin to understand that by intentionally focusing our brainwave transmissions, we can influence the energetic soup around us to create some pretty amazing things. Incidentally, by focusing that same supercomputer on undesirable things, we can unintentionally transmit a desire for those undesirable things, and thus receive them. Therefore, if you tell yourself, don't think of a pink elephant, what is likely to happen? You guessed it. Front and center in your mind is that pink elephant. The same thing happens with anything we hold in consciousness. If we tell ourselves over and over, I don't want to be sick, what happens? Sick is what we're transmitting, and more sick is what we receive. In order to receive less sick, we can't focus on sick at all. We must focus on well. We train our minds on the things we do want as opposed to the things we don't, because thoughts become things. Additionally, what we focus our attention on manifests fast and first. In other words, what we focus on increases. Which begs the question, where's your focus? And as a result, what have you received? Based on how our brain transmitter-receiver works, it makes sense that mental patterns held over a long period of time would result in predictable patterns of physical manifestation. That's why, as a medical intuitive, one can look at someone's physical health status and get insight into their mental and emotional well-being, and vice versa. In our last article, we talked about the root cause of depression and strategies for healing. The same idea applies to the more overt physical manifestations of unhealthy thought patterns as well. Essentially, each and every manifestation of dis-ease in the physical body is linked to a mental or emotional energetic root cause. Some of these patterns are easy to guess. Skin problems are related to poor boundaries and identity issues, whereas foot trouble is linked to apprehension about taking the next step in life. These are easy to identify and even more fun to fix. Folks get pretty excited to see that a change in their consciousness can clear up the eczema that's been hanging around for a long time. But what about the big physical problems and the big mental health issues? Can the same rule apply to the seemingly insurmountable physical and psychological ailments that threaten our existence in this life? The answer is yes. The pursuit of whole life wellness is within our reach, if only we follow the signs and treat the problems at their source. The answers are within each of us. Our bodies are leading the way, giving us clues as to our own healing, telling us where to look and what to do. Cancers result from long-held resentments, and the areas in which they occur give a clue as to their origin. Psychiatric disorders are related to a need to escape and a lack of connection to authentic self. In short, what needs healing is the guide to how to heal it. Our bodies are our roadmap to well-being. I look forward to sharing more next week, and as always, if you find this information helpful, please share it. If you're looking for additional guidance and feel that you are in the exact right place, read more about us at goodmentalhealth.info and join us on Facebook. Be well, my friends.